Hey folks, welcome back to the Bar Garden. Today I'm going to show you a fermentation method for saving those precious heirloom seeds that AeroGarden likes to charge a small fortune for. So I've gone ahead and chopped up the tomatoes here already, so we didn't have to watch that. Basically what you do is you take all your tiny little heirloom tomatoes, chop them in half, you see all the seeds there. What you want to do is, it doesn't have to be a clear jar, I just used a clear jar so you guys could see. I used an old spaghetti sauce jar, it's all washed out. So what you want to try and do is scoop all the seeds out. Juice, guts, and everything. Everything except the skin. Scoop it all out. Preferably in the jar and not all over my foot. Nice and clear. Oh, that was a squirter. And this little batch of seeds I'm doing here, this will be enough seeds for years to come. They'll last for minimum 1 year, up to about 5 or 6 years. And it's alright if you pick the tomatoes when they're a little bit green. I actually pick all of mine when they're green and let them ripen. It's a lot easier on the plant. Gives the energy back to the plant instead of putting it into the tomato to ripen the tomato on the plant. So yeah, here you go. Now what we're going to do is we are going to put either a lid or a coffee filter on. If you put a lid on, I would advise leaving it on a little bit loose so pressure can come out, because it is going to ferment and build a little bit of pressure. However, you do want to cover it because this will attract fruit flies like there is no tomorrow. So now what you want to do is leave that sit for around 4 to 5 days, and you'll see a thick layer of mold on top, and you give it all a good stir, and well, yeah, I'll show you what happens from there. So here we are 5 days later. You can see, kind of see anyways, there's some mold on top of the seeds there. That's what you want to look for to know the fermentation process is complete. So now the next step is add water. Add a little bit of water Give it a real good mix. Then what you're going to want to do is turn the water on like that. Anything that floats to the top is no good, so you want to get rid of that. All the good seeds are sitting on the bottom. Any of the seeds that float to the top are no good. So you got to be careful you don't give too much water pressure, because you'll stir up all the seeds on the bottom and they'll float to the top and spit out. But and you want to make sure you get all that chunky stuff out. Nothing but clean seeds. Give all those seeds a minute to sink again. See all the good seeds on the bottom? So you just repeat this process. Keep filling it up with water, dumping out any of the crap that's floating on the top. And eventually, when you're done, you'll end up with a whole bunch of clean seeds. Perfectly clean seeds. Don't have to do anything to them. Just take them out, spread them on some paper, preferably a paper plate or something they won't stick to, and spread them out, let them dry, and once they're dry, just crumble them up, and because they all stick together into a large group, so kind of break them up a little bit, and then put them in a pill jar or whatever you want, and they're good for at least 1 year, good up to about 5 years. Okay, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.